What's going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another MLB player prop video for you. Today's Monday, July 3rd, 2023. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. I guess we'll recap our plays from yesterday, what was left of them. We'll talk about a couple of plays over on Prizepicks and one play over on Underdog. And then we'll save some partnership recognition for the end of the video. So if all that sounds good, I encourage you to stick around, drop a like, sub up, and click the notification icon to get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and the channel. And without further delay, let's get into those plays from yesterday. All right, looking at our plays from yesterday, or what was left from them, left of them, I guess, because Cal Raleigh got scratched later on in the day, so we couldn't play him. My original pick, Bo Bichette, 0.5 strikeouts, got taken off the board right before the recording of the video. So a lot of pivoting, a lot of movement early on in the morning. So what we were left with at the end of the day on Prizepicks was over 1.5 total bases for Freddie Freeman, which didn't happen because the Dodgers got absolutely crushed versus the Royals. I personally didn't see that coming. If you did, you made a lot of money yesterday, but man, I really felt Freeman was in a spot to go over that, and he just didn't get it done. So nothing happening there. The only prop that we talked about outside of Freddie Freeman after all the scratches and movements were made was Garrett Cole under his strikeout prop over on Parlay Play, where that was set to 7. Taking the under on that one was the move, and it worked out. So that one was fine. So overall, 1-1 on the day, I guess. I'm willing to look at yesterday and just completely wipe it away from the records because we broke even at 1-1. I honestly don't even want to take credit for that win with Garrett Cole because the rest of the plays were so crappy. So I'm ready to move on to a new day. I'm ready to start over, brand new week. This is our first full week in July, looking to build some momentum, start off with some positive vibes. So let's kick it off. Let's head on over to Prizepicks. Let's talk about two plays that I like over there before transitioning over to the Underdog dashboard. All right, here we are over on the Prizepicks board. I got two plays that I want to talk about today. The first play is going to be a hitter fantasy score for Elly De La Cruz. I like the over on this one. Let's head over to props.cash and talk about it together. All right, here we are over on props.cash. Let's take a look at some numbers here for De La Cruz. We're going to be looking at his away numbers, being that this game is being played in DC. Now, over his last 5 away games, De La Cruz has racked up 6 total hits and 22, or excuse me, 4, 8, 11, 12, 22. Wow, 12 hits, runs, and RBIs. He has 2 stolen bases in that frame as well. So a lot of good numbers here on the road. But if you want to look at the overall numbers for De La Cruz, over his last 5 games overall, 4 hits. He's racked up 8 hits, runs, and RBIs, 1 stolen base, and no home runs. Let's take a look at his matchup versus Irvin, who is a right-handed pitcher. So currently no plate appearances for De La Cruz versus Irvin, but De La Cruz versus right-handed pitchers like Irvin on the season. 343 batting average, 3 homers, 6 doubles, and a 271 ISO. De La Cruz is a switch hitter, meaning he bats from both sides of the plate. Being that Irvin is struggling a bit more versus lefties, I expect De La Cruz to take a few swings from the left side of the plate today. So Irvin versus lefties, 4 homers, 4 doubles, 252 batting average, and 18 singles. So again, a good matchup for De La Cruz versus a right-handed pitcher. Not such a great matchup for Irvin versus lefties. And just keep in mind, we're talking about a hitter fantasy score here for a guy that's, that has stolen base upside, that can hit for power, that can hit for average. Everything counts when we're looking at a fantasy score over on Prizepicks. So hit a single, there's your 3 points. Steal a base, there's 8. Get driven in, there's 10. And he's over in his first at-bat. He's over in the first inning. So fingers crossed De La Cruz has his hands on some of this production versus the Nationals today, taking the over 8.5 hitter fantasy score for Elly De La Cruz. All right, second prop on the board that I want to talk about is going to be a total bases prop. It's going to be from Matt Olson, 1.5. I like the over on this one. We're going to head over to props.cash so we can break it down together. All right, here we are over on props.cash, taking a look at Matt Olson's last 5 games. He has a total of 18, 21, 24 total bases in those last five games. If we filter it out to just show away games, being that this game is being played in Cleveland, 22 total bases in that time frame, as you can see right there. Hits, runs, and RBIs. Just a lot of production for Matt Olson. Today we're looking at total bases. I love total base props because this can be done on the first swing. It's gonna be done in the first at bat with a double, and then it's done. That's what I'm really hoping for. Now, Matt Olson's plate appearances, at bats versus Gavin Williams, non-existent. These guys have never faced off, or they haven't faced off in the last 5 years. They've never faced off. Matt Olson versus right-handed pitchers, that's a thing though. That's a thing. So on the season, 352 ISO, 245 batting average, 25 home runs, 10 doubles, 2 triples. That is a lot of production coming from right-handed or facing right-handed pitching. Now, Gavin Williams on the other side versus lefties like Matt Olson, there is not a lot of sample size here, but he has given up 1 home run. He has given up a double and a single in 29 plate appearances. Really what this boils down to is looking to take advantage of the momentum that has been created over the last 5 games by the Braves, by Matt Olson, facing a pitcher who doesn't really have a lot of exposure in the big leagues right now, and he has to take on a very hot Atlanta Braves team. And I guess you could say Acuna is probably hotter than Matt Olson right now, but man, Matt Olson is swinging a hot bat. He's putting up a lot of production. We just need 2 total bases from him. I think he can get it done for us, and that's why we're going to take the over 1.5 total bases for Matt Olson as our second player prop for today. All right, third and final prop on the board. Let's talk about Jeimer Candelario's 6.5 fantasy points over on Underdog. I like the higher on this one. Let's take a look at it over on props.cash. All right, we're going right back to the Cincinnati Nationals game. I like Jeimer Candelario in this spot over his last 5 away games in terms of total bases. Now we're talking about we're talking about fantasy score over on Underdog. So total bases, hits, runs, RBI, stolen bases, all these things count. So let's actually start off with his hits over his last 5 away games. You can see that he has a total of 6 hits in those games. He's racked up a total of 13 hits, runs, and RBI, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1 homer, 2 stolen bases. So again, we talk about upside with fantasy points, fantasy score. The more you can do, the more points you can score. If you can steal a base, if you can draw walks, if you can hit for average, for power, all these things count. So Jeimer's in a great spot today versus Luke Weaver. Now, no plate appearances, or 2 plate appearances versus Weaver with just 1 RBI, so 1 sac fly in those 2 plate appearances. But Jeimer Candelario on the year versus right-handed pitchers like Luke Weaver, better ISO versus righties than lefties, better batting average, hitting for a bit more power. So 10 of his 11 homers are coming against right-handed pitchers, 2 triples, 18 doubles, and 27 singles. Now, Luke Weaver on the year versus righties, much like De La Cruz, Candelario is a switch hitter, meaning he can bat from both sides of the plate. Being that Weaver gives up more production to righties, I think we see Candelario take some swings from the right side of the plate today. Let's take the over 6.5 hitter fantasy score for Jeimer Candelario as our third and final play of the day. That is going to do it for our player prop portion of the video. As I've been doing the last few videos, want to give some recognition to partners of the channel, DG Fantasy. If you don't know much about DG Fantasy, here are a few notes for you. Also, a lot of changes going on the website. Lots of new additions, cleaner, sleeker look. I love the fact that DG Fantasy is always looking to get better and improve. If you got any interest in joining over on DG Fantasy and using that DFS optimizer to just add another tool to your researching process, use my affiliate link. That affiliate link is in the description below. If you got any questions about it, drop a comment below and just ask away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out. We went over 3 player props, 2 on Prizepicks, 1 on the Underdog dashboard. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you like on those boards, as well as your thoughts on the plays. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by the channel and checking this video out. Best of luck to you all should you tail any of these plays. And until tomorrow's MLB player prop video, Chavez is